Hey, it is Skye here, and welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. I am currently in my kitchen, which I know is very messy right now, but we are working on that. And today, as you can tell from the title, we will be making DIY back to school supplies edible, And I am only doing one thing, which will include those little tiny sanitizer bottles, that you can latch onto your backpack or anything like that. And you can get them from Bath and Body Works. And I had one of these, and once I ran out, I was super bummed, but I found what I could do with it. So this is going to be an amazing video. I hope you guys enjoy. So let's get started. What you will be needing is an empty sanitizer bottle, the kind that kind of look like these, a clean surface, paintbrush, a clean one. It can be new or washed, and a mini bowl where, in this case, I used Daisy sour cream bowl. So what you want to do is you're going to take the top off of this, which the way I did this is I put 2 forks in the creases on the sides, and I had my mom hold the forks while I pulled, and it eventually came off. Next, you want to fill this Daisy sour cream thing up with hot water and some soap, which I did with Dawn. And then you will just let this top soak, and we can work on the other things. So now you're just going to kind of wash this out. Well, actually, first you are going to take off the front and backs with the drug facts and the, what it is. Try not to rip it. I actually did this really well, and there is no show of it at all. I'm going to apply some stick glue to the back of this to reapply it, but that is for later. So now that you have this bottle part, we are going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to put this on low. Well, it's hot, but like this, dripping. And then I am going to fill it up. Just do it till it comes to the top and fill it and empty it a few times. And I have already done this. I'm just doing some action shots for you guys, so yeah. Okay, so now that we have our semi-clean bottle, it is not clean yet. We are going to do some paintbrush stuff. And what you are going to do with this is you are going to use this to get at the remains from the sanitizer bottle. I gotta go do something. Okay, I just had to get you guys a stand so I could do this. I need to get a bowl so that I can do this without getting basically water anywhere. Okay, so now I have my water. And we are just going to fill this up. And now it's kind of like semi-full. I'm going to dip this paintbrush in some water. I'm going to go in. And like anywhere you basically see a sanitizer smear, you are just going to rub until it comes off and is clean. So you see what I'm doing here, some rubbing action going on here. You can also kind of dab it on the outside if you feel like it. This is, I feel like I'm on a radio show for some reason. This is actually kind of fun. It's like, for some reason it reminds me of washing a car. I don't know what that feels like, but it just seems fun. So you will just keep doing this until you have a shine, perfection, no more sanitizer, no whiff of it at all. Like no trace of the sanitizer at all. So now I am just going to add some Dawn to this mixture so we can get some actual cleaning going on here, Oh, bubbles. Good. Okay. Because after I smelled it, it still smelled like the sanitizer. which was Holly Jolly Bear, by the way. And I was like, this needs to be clean, so I am just going to continue with some Dawn inside to wash this, like, oh, that's what it reminds me of, a window washer. Of washing windows. Because it's like, yeah. So, I also want to give a shout out to AJ04 because tonight I get to see her at the football game that is going on, and I am so excited for that. So yeah, shout out to AJ04. Even though she will not be featured in this video, I will make sure to put her down in the description, and I will also put her as, what's it called? Featured, like in the title. So that should be there. If it's not, then something happened. So I'm going to continue this. Okay, so now it has no trace of the sanitizer scent whatsoever, and it looks super squeaky clean. So now we just need to wash these bubbles off, and we can get started on the cap. Okay, so now we have our cap, and you don't really need to do much. All you need to do is take your brush and just kind of make sure there's no hidden sanitizer, there's no hidden bubbles, and as you can see, I do have some bubbles in there. I am going to wash those out, and then I am letting my bottle part dry. Also, if you guys think my house is kind of dirty right now, like I said, I am going to clean it as soon as this video is done. So, like, yeah. Because I absolutely hate seeing dirty houses, and I'm living in one right now, so. Okay, so let's get started on the next thing. So now we are just going to wait until this is dried, but while you are waiting, you can look for things that look like sanitizer or is kind of a sparkly, glittery sort of thing, and that you can fill your sanitized bottle with. Okay, so I found a popsicle, and I know you're thinking, whoa, what? But what I'm going to do is I am going to put this in a bowl and microwave it. Then I'm going to put the liquid into the sanitizer bottle so that we can freeze it in the freezer, and when you want to take it to school, you can just, yeah, you'll have some popsicle liquids, and I know popsicle tastes good, so let's do that. So I am just going to open this bad boy up. Ooh, that tastes good. We are going to put it in a bowl, and we are going to microwave it for however long it takes your microwave. I think I'm going to do mine about 10 seconds, and we'll see how far that gets me. So, time cook. 1, 0, start. If it will just start. Okay, hold on. There we go. Pushing the wrong button. That's why. Okay, so it is the done. Let's see. It is still frozen. We need to put it in for another 10 seconds. We want to get it down to a hardcore liquid. You do not want it smushy, you want it liquid. That way it'll go in smoothly, and you won't have any problem with that at all. Now let's check on it. Well, now it's it's still dry, guys, but by now you can see it's starting to melt. So I'm going to put it in for 20 seconds, and we'll see how far that gets me. Okay, now let's see if this will do any better. Okay, so we have gone for 20 seconds, and it is, ooh, that bowl's hot. You can see it is near liquid. We just have to put it in for about 20 more seconds, and it should be good. Okay, now let's see. It smells like pineapples in here now. See, we just have a bit farther to go. There we go. And we are done. Because I bet we can mix this, right, into a liquidy substance. There we go. We've got our liquidy substance. Okay, so now we have this, and we have our bottle, and all we are going to do... Do I have this the right way? I feel like I've had you guys upside down for that whole thing. That's okay. So we are going to take a spoon, and we are going to spoon it in. Remember to freeze it afterwards. Actually, I think I'm going to do this with something a little bit smaller. That way it will not be like sticky on the outside afterwards. So we are just going to take this. Let's start off with this much. That's funny. Go on. There we go. Okay, so now just stick that in. And there's a start. Okay, so now we have filled this, and we are just going to set this off to the side. So I have set the juice into the freezer, or, the ice box. And when it comes out frozen, we shall pop this back on, and we will stick glue the things back on, if it needs it, which I bet it will.